Hello everyone and welcome back to another group SRT clearing, and this time we're going to clear blocks to surrendering, blocks to letting go, blocks to surrendering to a higher power. It's not the easiest thing to do and we're used to being so consciously in control all the time. So set your intention to receive the benefits of this clearing, and then let's get stuck into it and see what happens. This is all for your highest good. So let's see, let me just switch the light on so you can see better. I don't know if that makes much difference there on the charts, probably not. Right, so we're clear what we're working on. Let's just move that wire out of the way. There we go. So blocks to surrendering, letting go, is 0 positive, 100 negative, as expected in a group clearing. And where's it sitting in terms of? It's at one level of consciousness, which is down here. So let's get the your high self teams, my God team, to do a clearing on blocks to surrendering, blocks to letting go, raising up to radiant love, new paradigm level of consciousness as a minimum, raising up to 100 positive and down to 0 negative for everyone's highest good. So most of us, without even realizing half the time, are consciously controlling so much in our lives. And it comes from at some time or another feeling out of control in our early environment in some way, for whatever reason. Sometimes for over strict parents, or maybe abandoned by a parent or whatever, but at some level they felt unsafe. And then you start learning from a very early age, start to consciously control things in your environment. Needing to be in control makes you feel safe. And the ego loves predictability, loves everything to be predictable. So we have to learn. This is the whole thing about, we cannot control what life brings to us. We can only learn our response to life. We can either react to things that life is throwing us, or we can respond to life, which is a more constructive way of living. And things that we cannot control, or things that we've done our best with, surrender them to the higher power. Surrender them to a higher power and let go. So we're doing any clearings on blockages, condensed energy, that kind of thing, any programs that are preventing us from letting go or from surrendering to a higher power. I hope you're all keeping well and looking after yourselves. Just move my tea a bit nearer to me, lovely, whilst I'm doing this. This tea I drink, I haven't drunk caffeine for about 15 years, maybe more actually. So I have this lovely herbal tea, which I absolutely love. And it's very refreshing whilst this is clearing. Talking nonsense here. I just want to send my love out to you all. Big heart coming your way in your third eye. Oh, I got a shiver down my spine with that. That was nice. So surrendering or letting go is much easier than it is in reality. Easier by the sound of it, should I say, than it is in reality. It's something I know I've struggled with over the years. Goodness me. Right, where are we going first then? Chart 5, that's interesting. So chart 5, blocks and interference, negative motivations, anything on the inside. Yeah, we have discordant thought forms. Anything else? We have an imprint of brain damage. Most likely something the doctor or midwife said as you were coming out. Anything else? So it's clear all those imprints, which are strongly held beliefs of brain damage. Doesn't mean to say you have brain damage. It's a strongly held belief. And any discordant thought forms. If there's any other imprints, strongly held beliefs that are running, we're going to ask that those are cleared as well by your teams. Yes, imprinted brain damage. So, you know, if the doctor or the midwife or the nurse, whatever, was saying, we've got to get it out, we've got to get the baby out now, or it'll struggle to breathe, sort of thing, you know, all of that's being taken in by your consciousness. And it could be that you've inherited that as well. You think how barbaric birth used to be with all the forceps and everything years ago. God knows what damage was done by doctors and midwives over the centuries. Back then, not now, but back then. So here we go. An imprint of brain damage is sometimes registered at birth. I mean, it can be other lifetimes as well, if you've had some kind of brain injury in another lifetime as well, and have that. The birth process may have been long and difficult. The doctor may have used forceps in the delivery process and thought, I hope I don't damage this child's brain. And, you know, it's that thought transference, isn't it, as well? So the child may have recorded it as actual brain damage and could manifest that imprint as part of his expression. Seldom is there any actual brain damage. So there you go. So we're clearing that now. I don't know if any of you are interested. I was thinking of maybe doing some EFT tapping videos for certain areas, and maybe also doing some Reiki for certain areas if you're interested as well. I mean, I keep meaning to put hypnotherapy scripts up as well. It's just finding time to get all these things up there for you. So really, whatever, I'll take the most popular suggestions really, I think, first. I want this to be a channel where you've got all the tools you need to really shift your own stuff to help you. So you let me know what you'd like, you know, not just the SRT, but we can do other healing modalities as well to help you. So I used to be a hypnotherapist, still am, still do some hypnotherapy, but I used to do it full time. So I can always do hypnotherapy scripts, or I can do EFT tapping, really whatever. I can send you some Reiki. I'm a Reiki master teacher as well, except I haven't taught it for a long time. I concentrate on my other stuff, but whatever you wish. Right. Oh, having a good yawn with that one. Okay, so chart 6A, master programs. Inside right, we've got failure coming up. Okay, let's get that cleared across all time, space and dimension, elevation, seeds, roots, branches, everything, everywhere. And remember, this is a group clearing. This isn't how the individual clearings go into more depth than this. We look at levels of consciousness, we ask questions, we look at other lifetimes if they're appropriate. Sometimes they are. Most of the time we can clear stuff without having to delve into other lifetimes. Sometimes they come up to be looked at. Between 11 and 12. So let's clear and remove all sets of multiple soul programs. So everybody on here, 9+9 words. This is between charts this time. So this is all the extra information you get when you continue with the continuing professional development with the SRT. Edelweiss, Edelweiss, You look happy to meet me, small and white, clean and bright. Blossom of snow may bloom and grow forever. Edelweiss, bless my homeland forever. Funny how that just popped up. Couldn't remember all the words. Countless times I've seen Sound of Music, but could I remember all the words? No. Right, still clearing here. There's a lot of multiple soul programs clearing here. Get extra help, please. Necessary to clear the multiple soul programs, clearing and removing all sets, 9 + 9 words. Oh, dear. Right, okay, that's it, slowing down now. Okay, were those cleared and removed? Where are we off to next then on this jolly chart? Chart 12. Yay. We're at Spirit Energy Programming. We are clearing a dysfunction of creative energy by emotions, so let's get that done. That's at Queen of Life level of consciousness, which is kind of the womb of the soul. Right, okay, where are we going next? 24, 25, 24, rebirth conscious mind, which is where the vows and oaths and promises and patterns are held, anything on the inside. We have obsessions running. Anything else for everybody? So let's clear all obsessions that are running at all levels of consciousness. And here's, if you know the obsession, then remember to speak it out loud. I revoke any and all obsessions to whatever it is, and I choose to stay open to daily guidance and decisions that are for my highest good here and now. I'm okay as I am, and I praise universal source. You can do that with vows as well. Any vows, if you've muscle tested yourself and you found you've got vows of poverty running, then if you speak out loud, I revoke any and all vows of poverty, and I choose to stay open to daily guidance and decisions that are for my highest good here and now. I am okay as I am, and I praise universal source. It contains an awful lot of power when you actually speak the words yourself, speak them out loud from your throat chakra. You are commanding. Remember, you're an empowered being, and certainly a lot of my clients who are in the one-to-one sessions, we can muscle test the issue that's running beforehand, and it's positive, and then I just get this nudge that they can just speak it out loud to let it go, and it just goes, and it does, and they can feel a transformation, a change, because it's about exercising your power to allow that to go. It doesn't happens in about 50% of time. So if you want something to go, you don't always have to go into another brainwave state to release it, which is what I do in my sessions. You can voice it and exercise your power, command the universe, command the energy. So we're clearing the life stream and the infinity stream. Okay, so let's clear the life stream and the infinity stream and then wrap it up, please. So hopefully this will be a bit of a shorter clearing this time compared to some of them. Okay, is there anything else to do before mop up? Let's go to mop up then. Let's go to mop up for this one. Let's go to mop up for this one. Letting go and surrendering. Any blocks to surrendering and letting go. Have I done this one before? It feels very familiar for some reason. Well, this is part 2 if I have. I'll just read you something whilst we're still mopping up. 9 positive and 9 negative words. These words make up one of the 36 basic soul programs and are set up at Lord of Lords, which is the first expression of the living soul, when the living soul body is created. How they are used by the incarnated soul is individual choice or free will. There is always the potential to get into the consciousness of both right and wrong, good and evil, hurt and joy. Free will says we have the right to choose a greater expression of good or to manifest more negativity. So that's 9 positive and 9 negative words. 9 and 9 words. Which is relating to the multiple soul programs earlier, I think. Right, okay, is the mop-up complete? Are the high self teams happy? Are the souls happy? Yeah, will it hold for everybody? Wonderful. And what are we looking at now in terms of consciousness? So 100 positive, 0 negative. It feels much lighter. Radiant Love, new paradigm level there. So there you go, another successful clearing for letting go and surrendering to a higher power. Any blocks to those? And I'm on to the next clearing now, so I'm going to crack on and do the next one for you. Have a fantastic day. Bye.